Hello everyone, welcome back to Design and UX channel. I am Priya and today in this video I would like to talk about what is the actual UX design process. So let's get started. When we started as UX design learning journey, we usually work on multiple UX design case studies to solve our user problems. So when we are solving user problems, we usually use so many different UX design methods, and finally we put ourselves in confusion what is the actual UX design process and how many steps it does have. When I started working on multiple design case studies, then I have confused about my actual design process, because in my each and every design project I have applied different UX design methods to solve user problems. So I have started researching what is the actual UX design process. I have referred so many books and online materials on the UX design process. Finally, I found solution. Could you guess what will be the answer? It depends. Really, it depends on the project. Each and every project have a different requirements and different approaches. For example, the approach of the restaurant business website is different from the approach of the social media websites. When we are working on the UX design projects, each and every step of the UX design process has some standard design principles that every designer should follow. There are 5 most important steps that helps designers to solve UX design problem. Here are the 5 steps that every designer must follow when working on UX design projects. First, define a design challenge. Second, user research. Third, analysis. 4th, design. 5th, user testing. Now let's start in detail on each and every step of the UX design process. First phase, define a design challenge. This is the most important phase in the UX design process. At the very beginning of the project or before starting the project, we need to understand product objectives as well as user needs about the product or the service. In this phase, our design team performs a stakeholders interviews as well as a product research to find user and business problems, and also know user and business goals about the product to define a design challenge, which leads our team to create a successful product. Also, defining our design challenge helps our team to know about what are the UX design methods, what is the content we need to include to use to solve a design problem. In this phase, our team creates a complete document on the user needs and product objectives that helps our team to move forward with next UX design methods, which is a user research process. The second most important in the UX design process is user research. User research is a systematic study of target users and their requirements to add realistic context and insight to the design process. During this user research process, target users reveal valuable information which can be fed into the design process. At the very beginning of the user research process, we have to prepare a questionnaires for the interview with the target users and choose one of the user methods like unstructured interviews, structured interviews, field interviews, semi-structured interviews as per the project requirements. While conducting the user interviews, our team members perform as an interviewer and observer. With the permission of the user, we record a user interviews to analyze our user interview and find key insights. We also perform different user research methods like online surveys to gather a bunch of information from users and perform analysis to find a valuable information. Competitive analysis is also one of the user research method. A competitive analysis is a way to collect and compare data about products and companies in the marketplace. This method is often used to highlight strengths and weaknesses of products in order to make more informed decisions about your product strategy. The next, market research is also one of the user research methods. Market research is the process of determining the viability of a new service or product through research conducted directly with the potential customers. Market research allows a company to discover the target market and get opinions and other feedback from consumers about their interest in the product or service. At the end of user research process, our design needs to create a complete document on the user research report, and this research report helps the design team to find analysis on the report and move to the next process of the UX. This is the another important step in the UX design process is analysis. Determine and analyzing the user research process. Our design team started working on the analysis phase. This phase includes creating user personas, user flows, sitemap, user scenarios, user personas. User personas is a fictional character constructed to represent the needs of a whole range of real users. By putting a face and a name on the disconnected bits of a data from our user research and segmentation work, personas can help ensure that you keep the users in mind during the design process. Second, user flows. User flows is like UX flows or flow charts, as they are sometimes called diagrams that displays the complete path a user tasks when using a product. The user flows layouts the user's movement through the product, mapping out each and every step the user takes from entry point right through to the final interaction. Sitemap. A sitemap is a hierarchical diagram of a website or application that shows how pages are prioritized, linked, and labeled. If a user flows is like the street view details, the sitemap is like the bird's eye view. User scenarios. User scenarios are stories which designers create to show how users might act to achieve a goal in system or environment. Designers make scenarios to understand users' motivations, needs, barriers, and more in the context of how they would use a design, and to help ideate, iterate, and usability test optimal solutions. The fourth phase is design. This phase of the UX process is also important. In this phase, we put our design ideas into a realistic application or the website. This phase includes sketching of the app, storyboarding, low fidelity and high fidelity prototype, as well as visual design. Sketching is a very effective way to communicate design, while allows designers to try out multitude of ideas and iterate them before setting on one. Sketching is a very efficient way of communicating design, while allowing designer to try out a multitude of designs and iterate them before settling on one. Storyboard. A storyboard tells a sequence of events using images, drawings. This can be used to illustrate the user experience with a service or a product. Low fidelity prototypes. Low fidelity prototypes is a quick and easy way to translate high level design concepts into tangible and testable artifacts. The first and most important role of a low fidelity prototype is to check and test functionality rather than the visual appearance of the product. Next, high fidelity prototypes. High fidelity prototypes appear and function as similar as possible to the actual product that will ship. Terms usually create high fidelity prototypes when they have a solid understanding of what they are going to build, and they need to either test it with real users or get final design approval from stakeholders. Next, visual design. Visual design includes a complete appearance of the application, which includes the typography, color palette, animations, hierarchy of elements. This makes application looks nice and loved while users use it. The final phase is testing. Usability testing refers to evaluating a product or service by testing it with representative users. The goal is to identify any usability problems, collect qualitative and quantitative data, and determine the participant satisfaction with the product. Some of the user testing methods include A/B testing, heuristic evaluation, eye tracking. A/B testing. A/B testing is the process of comparing two variants of a page element, usually by testing users' response to variant A versus variant B, and concluding which of the two variants is more effective. Heuristic evaluation is a usability inspection method for a computer software that helps to identify usability problems in the user interface design. It specifically involves evaluators examining the interface and judging its compliance with recognized usability principles. Finally, in my conclusion, I will say that the UX design process can be divided into 5 different phases: define, user research, design, testing, and implementation. While the UX design process does typically take place in that order, it's important to note that the UX design is a non-linear and iterative process. Is simply a series of steps that you repeat, tweaking and improving your product with each cycle. In practical terms, think of its practice to make your product perfect. Each phase of UX design process is connected to each other. Communication is a key factor in the UX design process. When we communicate effectively, then only we can express our design ideas to others and we can understand the user problems and we can solve it. At the end of the goal of each UX design process is the same: create a great product for our users. Thus, use what works the best for our project, get rid of the rest, and evolve our UX process as our product evolves. I hope you guys enjoy my video. If you have any questions, please comment below. Please do like, share and subscribe to my channel so you will never miss any latest updated videos on design and UX. In my upcoming videos, I would like to talk about what is the UX design case study, how we can solve UX design case study from scratch to fully developed prototypes. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.